There's been a fantastic response to the house. It's been widely published in a lot of magazines and books. I think more than any other of our projects, we've had calls from new clients who want to do something similar. So I think it's been a really appealing house to the general community. It was challenging in that the landscape was a very strong setting and we had to respond with quite a strong architectural gesture to counter that. The building had to open to the landscape, but also the climate up there is quite severe. It can get very hot in summer and very cold in winter, so the building had to be very responsive to the climate. Glazing was essential to the project. The house faces due north and has a polished concrete slab. The northern facade is 100% glazing, and the canopy roof is designed to cut out the summer sun entirely and allow in the winter sun to warm the slab. The windows had to be quite minimal and quite secondary really to the light steel frame that was supporting that canopy roof. And of course the connection with it outside rests entirely on the windows, so the glaze components are a very important part of the project. We decided on aluminium windows quite early in the piece because we're going for quite a raw, metallic, sort of rural shed-like character. The clear anodised aluminium windows fit in with that, and they were also a low maintenance option. The builder actually recommended AWS, a local fabricator who he'd used before and who used the AWS system. There's a huge range of components that you can draw from and very comprehensive technical literature as well. You can download sections, you can insert them into your drawings, which is a fantastic resource. We were trying to achieve some quite difficult things but wanted to make it appear very simple at the end of the day. So we had very early discussions in the design process and went through a lot of the details that we wanted to try and achieve and gradually resolved ways of achieving that design intent. We didn't want a large aluminium sill, instead we wanted minimal tracks, and we inserted stone between those tracks in order that the floor extended from inside to the outside paving seamlessly. Also, we had to resolve a detail without jambs in the sliding glazed doors, which entailed a central locking system to the mullions of the doors. The highlight windows we resolved to try and express just the steel itself. So we ended up using a very minimal channel at the head and sill of the highlight windows and siliconing all the vertical joints directly to the steel. There were some issues with expansion and contraction and resolving the large panes of glass. We worked through those details and were able to achieve a very large expanse of glass with very minimal framing visible. In the bedrooms, we designed very long but quite low windows, and they extended the full width of the room. We didn't want to break it up with a whole series of sashes, so we adapted sliding door tracks and sliding door sashes to cope with those large spans, and double glazing, which the system was able to incorporate. They also matched the doors perfectly in the rest of the house, so it was a great solution. So there was quite a bit to work through, and the system was flexible enough to incorporate all of those, and at the end of the day we achieved what we set out to.